I'm the blue circle with a little target points. It says the storm has passed, but there's stuff behind it developing that's close by. So I don't know if it's gonna start again. Well, howdy folks. Shawn here from Biking with Shawn on YouTube. And today I'm at Giant City State Park again with the road bike, rocking my St. Nicholas Brewing Company cycling team jersey. And it's kind of dark outside, if you could see it. There you go, there's a good picture of it. If you could see the cloud right there, you know, all that cloud stuff there. It's kind of been storming. Looks like they may have got some heavy rain. The radar shows nothing else is in the area. And it's like 70 degrees compared to yesterday. It felt like 90 something. So it's cool right now. I'm wearing bib shorts and a jersey. I kind of have a little bit of a chill, which is pretty nice. I like warm weather more than I like cold weather, but I'll take a little bit of break every now and then when you can get one. So I think I should be out of the rain. The trees kind of mess with me. The wind will blow and it will get rather rainy sounding. Uh-oh. That was thunder. So, while I wait, I might as well add to the video. Like I told you all, I want to pretty much do in all these videos. I want to tell you some sort of story or give you some sort of tip or whatever. So, what reminded me of the story I'm about to tell you is, or what I'm about to tell you, is that I was on my way to here today, and I think I got a little bit of my hair in my mouth, but it was gray and it was stormy looking, and I thought, do I really want to go do that? You know, the roads could be slick, you know, it's wet, people might be not driving that well, and you know, I was like trying to talk myself out of cycling today, basically. And that's really like an inner Shawn problem, because I tend to do that a lot over a lot of different areas involved in cycling. So I get this sudden fear like, oh, it's too wet for me to ride. But yet on the beautiful southern ride, I rode through Carbondale, the city, what I call a city, and it was raining. I mean, it was really wet, and I had no problems besides the flat tire, but different story. But then I also get this way, like when I get to a hill that's going down, I get this like little bit of panic that I'm gonna go too fast and I'm gonna hit a deer or I'm gonna hit a pothole and wreck. So I'm like constantly riding on the brakes to get to a certain slow, comfortable speed, and then I'm not getting my speed up for the next hill, which is what I should be doing. So I know my faults. I know what I'm doing wrong when I do these things. I love cycling. It's saved my life. It's made me become a hiker, you know. I mean, I enjoy it. You know, I do the part, I get the nice bikes, I wear the kits, you know. I'm into it. I'm into the culture. I'm for bike laws to help cyclists be able to ride better. But I guess I just get nervous sometimes about different things involving cycling, and I have a hard time pushing myself to involve myself into the things that would make me a better cyclist, you know, like not worrying about the rain. Sure, don't ride in a thunderstorm, you know, that's smart, but if the roads are wet, who cares, you know? I mean, I drive my vehicle in it, and accidents can happen in your vehicle. And if there's a hill coming, embrace it and just go, you know? That's like my little ticks, I guess, in cycling that kind of slow me down as a rider and kind of prevent me from being at my full potential as a bike rider. And I'm sure some of you watching agree, you know, you may do that. Same with mountain biking. I'm like skittish of mountain biking because I don't want to get on one of them trails and wreck over the roots and stuff. And folks, I've wrecked my bike before. I've wrecked my road bike on gravel. I've wrecked my mountain bike on roots, on single track. It doesn't hurt that much, and I know it doesn't hurt that much, but I guess it's just the fear of potentially wrecking and getting hurt. I don't know if it's that, or if it's just, you know, lack of confidence as a rider. And honestly, I think my tip for you all to overcome something like that, as well as for me to take my own advice, is to ride more. So every chance you get, ride. Like today, I knew there was going to be weather, but I kept watching the radar and the weather, and I thought it may clear up at a good time for me to get out and enjoy a couple hours of riding, you know, because I'm in the mood to ride today. And when I get in these moods to ride, I try to ride. Otherwise, I'm afraid that the lack of riding when I'm in the mood may cause me to get comfortable and not want to ride. And then, you know, my bicycling just decreases like it did last year. Now, don't get me wrong, last year was still a successful year health-wise because I did a lot of hiking. And I increased my hiking to a point where I've lost weight, I'm a stronger person, and I feel better than ever. You know, I really do. And I owe a lot of that to hiking. And now I'm trying to integrate biking into that as well so I can balance the two out and not burn myself out over one or the other and just enjoy being a cyclist hiker. So I'm just doing little things right now to add extra miles to my bike ride. And one thing I did was come out here to the group campground area. Hearing some owls off in the forest. I'm assuming this is like a little camp for just one group. But they got a shelter, they got restrooms, of course, water spigot, little fire pit area with some picnic tables, trash cans. Oh, there's a bridge. Now, I don't know if there's any trails back here. I may have to drive out here one day and see. There's that, whatever that is. But it's pretty cool. Nice little group camping area. I don't know what would constitute you to be able to rent this. I don't know if it's like for youth, Boy Scout type stuff, or if you have a big group of friends, if you can rent it. I'm not too sure. Every time these doggone trees start moving in the wind, I think rain's coming. Which, I mean, if it does, it does. I could take my tube out and stick this in a little saddle bag. It'd be fine. One thing I particularly like about cycling at Giant City State Park is you get access to all the cool rock formations and bluffage right off the road. So you can park your road bike and carefully walk down, since you're in cycling shoes and they're a lot slicker than regular shoes. Don't fall, Shawn. And get clear the spider webs you just took out. But here we go. This is Devil's Stand Table, for those of you who don't know. It's a popular trail out here at Giant City. And right there is the stand table. So it's pretty neat. Over the years, very risky people who don't really care that much about safety have jumped from that ledge to that ledge. But as you can tell, if you fall, you're probably not going to live. And if you do live, you're not going to want to be alive. I mean, it's simple as that. So there's to give you an example how far the ledge is. It's pretty far. It may not seem like that on camera, but you don't have too much to go, or you don't have a lot of, you know, close proximity. If you fall, it's going to hurt. But still, this is kind of goes back to one of my other videos on this channel. One reason why I like coming to Giant City is, here's another one. There's things to see off the bike. So, just gotta be careful because everything's wet. And I'm gonna try to come over here to where this overview is without falling off the overview. So, but like I said, cycling shoes are like high heels. I'm better off in the mud. Here you go though. Isn't that cool? Nice little trail down there. All the good looking woods. Talk about a creepy sound. Yeah, I live around trains. I'm used to them. I guess it's the way everything echoes through the valleys. It just makes it really creepy sounding. Plus they're going pretty quick. So, yesterday, I was hiking Trillium Trail. Put a little link up here somewhere to my hiking channel, to the video on my hiking channel. But I was out that way, hiking Trillium Trail, when there was all this music coming from this pavilion up here. I think Shelter 1. And apparently they were filming a movie, from what I was told. So it's kind of neat hearing the movie background as I hiked. And you can hear it pretty clear as day. But I just wanted to stop here and kind of point that out because I thought it was kind of humorous. Modest clouds. They look like little egg crates. Sometimes you know, they're not really well defined right now, but you kind of see them. Those usually occur after strong storms to severe storms have left the area. We got some strong storms here earlier before my bike ride. Pretty cool though. Always like my modest clouds. Back at the truck, did a little over 10 miles. And that's more than I've been doing lately here. And I like the new route that I did the 10 miles on. I think I'm gonna start doing that more. And little by little, I'm gonna keep increasing miles until I'm hopefully coming out here and doing 60-mile rides, 40 to 60-mile rides. And then after that, once I get into the 25, 30-mile rides at a comfortable pace and time, then I'm gonna start riding with St. Nick's Cycling Club again. But right now, I feel like I'm too slow, and I'll either slow them down and they won't have a good time, or I'll just be left behind, you know, because I try to tell people, don't worry about staying with me because I'm slow, you know. And that's boring when you're wanting to go fast, but you're having to wait for a slow poke like me. So, listening to the frogs, enjoying the solitude and peace and quiet out here in Giant City, the Shawnee. Love it. Love coming out here. So, biking with Shawn is in its very earliest phase. So, I'm not going to be making any like magnets for the website or for the YouTube channel yet, but eventually I probably will. I'm probably going to try to make a magnet that shows both hiking with Shawn and biking with Shawn on it somehow. Or just put, you know, like this magnet, hiking with Shawn, get another one, it's like biking with Shawn. So I may do something like that. And then eventually I'll have stickers for biking with Shawn as well, which those will be free, just like hiking with Shawn. So I'm gonna try to brand this out. And while I am keeping a lot of focus on my hiking channel, if it gets to the point where I balance out my hiking and biking and kind of utilize both and enjoy both, I wouldn't mind if both channels got, you know, the same kind of attention. But don't worry, the hiking one isn't gonna, you know, to those of you who love my hiking one, I'm not gonna, you know, neglect it.